Deep beneath the shimmering surface of our blue planet lives a creature so vast it defies imagination. Its heart weighs more than a car. Its tongue is heavier than an elephant. And when it exhales, it releases a column of air higher than a 3-story building. This is a blue whale, the largest animal to ever exist in the history of life on Earth, bigger than any dinosaur, mightier than any prehistoric sea monster, and yet despite its size, it lives in silence, vanishing into the deep, rarely seen, almost mythical. But how does something so gigantic even exist? How does its heart beat without collapsing under its own weight? How does it eat enough to stay alive? How does it give birth, breathe, and migrate thousands of kilometers across oceans? Today we deep dive into the insane biology of the blue whale, a living miracle of evolution, physics, and survival. Chapter number 1. The origins from land to sea. To understand how the blue whale became Earth's largest creature, we have to go way back, about 50 million years ago. Imagine a small dog-sized creature walking along the ancient shores of what is now Pakistan. It had legs, fur, and lived partly on land, but it loved the water. Over a million of years, its descendants evolved into fully aquatic mammals, ancestors of modern whale. By 35 million years ago, these pioneers, called Basilosaurus, roamed the oceans. They were massive, snake-like predators that hinted at what was coming next. But evolution didn't stop at carnivorous giants. The real twist came when ancient whales switched their diet from meat to microscopic prey, tiny krill, shrimp-like creatures. This change was everything. Feeding on endless supplies of small, energy-rich krill allowed whales to grow larger and larger, until one lineage, the Balinopteroid, gave rise to the blue whale. Around 5 million years ago, nature had created the ultimate biological paradox, an animal that eats some of the smallest creatures on Earth to become the largest animal to ever live. Number 2. Size beyond imagination. The blue whale isn't just big, it's beyond comprehension. An adult can grow up to 100 feet long, longer than a Boeing 737's wingspan. It can weigh up to 200 tons, the equivalent to 33 elephants or 2,700 humans. Its heart alone is the size of a small car, weighing up to 400 kgs. Each heartbeat can be heard 2 miles away underwater, and yet its pulses slow down just to 2 beats per minute when it dives. Imagine that, your heart beating twice per minute. The arteries are so wide that a human child could crawl through them. Even its tongue weighs 4 tons, more than an elephant, and can crush entire schools of krill with a single gulp. And that mouth, it can hold 90 metric tons of water. That's nearly 25,000 gallons. Everything about the blue whale is designed for one thing: survival through scale. Chapter number 3. The heart that powers a continent. The blue whale's heart is the most powerful biological pump on the planet. Beating just a few times per minute, it pushes blood through arteries that can stretch the length of a basketball court. During a dive, the whale's body goes into energy-saving mode. The heart rate drops, blood is rerouted to vital organs, and muscles rely on stored oxygen. Scientists have recorded a single heartbeat so powerful it could push 80 gallons of blood in one contraction. To keep this system running, the whale's lungs, each the size of a small car, take in 5,000 liters of air in a single breath. But the real secret lies in its myoglobin-rich muscles, packed with oxygen-binding proteins that let it stay submerged for up to 30 minutes at a time. When it surfaces, it exhales with a thunderous blast, shooting a spout of air nearly 30 feet high. That sound, the heartbeat of the ocean itself. Number 4. The krill engine. Here's the irony. The largest animal in history survives on one of the smallest life forms in the ocean, krill. During feeding seasons, blue whale consumes up to 4 tons of krill per day. That's 40 million individual krill. It feeds through a method called lunge feeding. The whale charges through dense krill swarms with its mouth wide open, engulfing water equals to its own body weight. Then it closes its jaws using baleen plates, huge comb-like structures made of keratin, to filter out water and trap the krill inside. This process is so energy demanding that whales must carefully balance feast and fast. In the polar summer, they gorge on krill for months. In winter, when food vanishes, they migrate thousands of kilometers and rely entirely on stored fat, blubber, a dense energy resource that can be over 20 inches thick. It's a cycle of gluttony and starvation, the rhythm of life for the largest being on Earth. Chapter number 5. The brain of a giant. With a body that enormous, you do expect the blue whale to have the largest brain ever known, and you'd be right. Its brain weighed up to 15 pounds, about 6 times heavier than a human brain. But here's what's fascinating. Despite its size, it is not about intelligence as we know it. It's about coordination, instinct, and perception. Imagine trying to control a body that is over 30 meters long. The brain must manage muscle movements, sonar signals, heart rhythms, and breathing, all while hundreds of feet underwater. Inside their vast gray matter lies a region called temporal lobe, dedicated to sound. Because for a blue whale, sound is everything. It doesn't just hear, it feels. Vibrations travel through water, skull bones, and flesh like ripples of touch. These whales produce loudest biological sound on Earth, reaching up to 188 decibels. That's louder than a jet engine. But unlike our ears, theirs are tuned to the deepest, lowest frequencies, so low that humans cannot hear them. Their calls can travel across entire oceans, echoing through the planet's watery corridors, perhaps to communicate with others hundreds of miles away. Some scientists even suspect that these songs help whales navigate, mapping the seafloor through echo patterns. In a way, the blue whale lives in a sonic world, painted not by light, but by sound. Chapter number 6. The Great Migration. Every year, blue whales embark on one of the longest migrations in the animal kingdom. From the icy waters of the Antarctic and Arctic, they travel thousands of kilometers to tropical breeding grounds, a journey guided by instinct, temperature, and ancient memory. No GPS, no leader, just the pulse of evolution. They feed in the cold, nutrient-rich poles during summer, then swim to warm, tranquil waters to mate and give birth. And what's astonishing, they often return to the exact same areas year after year, like oceanic pilgrims tracing invisible routes carved into their DNA. During migration, blue whales barely eat. They live off the energy stored in their massive blubber reserves, losing up to a third of their body weight by the time they reach their destination. This cycle has continued for millions of years, a planetary heartbeat between the poles and the equator, making the rhythm of Earth itself. Chapter 7. The Miracle of Birth. For a creature so massive, even birth is a spectacle of nature's engineering. Female blue whales give birth once every 2 to 3 years after a 12-month pregnancy. The calf, when born, is already one of the largest newborns on Earth. It measures around 8 meters long and weighs nearly 3 tons. And yet this newborn grows at a rate that is almost unbelievable, gaining up to 90 kilometers a day. How? By drinking its mother's milk, a rich fatty fluid with the consistency of toothpaste. Each day, a calf consumes nearly 600 liters of milk, absorbing enough energy to double its size within months. This growth spurt continues until it's strong enough to swim beside its mother, learning the roots, the songs, the secrets of the sea. Their bond is deep, one of the most emotional connections in the animal kingdom. Scientists have recorded mothers calling softly to their calves, low-frequency murmurs that travel only short distances, as if whispering in private through the waves. Even in the immensity of the ocean, love finds its way. Chapter number 8. The Deep Dive. When blue whale dive, they don't rush, they descend gracefully, sinking into the blue void like falling stars. As light fades, pressure increases, crushing, immense, deadly. But the whale's body is perfectly built for it. Its rib cage collapses slightly to prevent injury. Its lungs expel air to avoid pressure damage. Blood flow redirects to essential organs only. Down there, in the dark, the whale glides, scanning for krill clouds using low frequency clicks. Each dive can last 20 to 30 minutes, reaching depths of 500 meters. In rare cases, they've been recorded diving even deeper. When it resurfaces, it explodes from the deep with a burst of air and sound, like the ocean itself taking a breath. It's a moment so powerful that sailors once mistook it for a sea monster. But there is nothing monstrous here, only nature's perfection. Chapter number 9. The Human Shadow. For millions of years, nothing threatened the blue whale. No predator, no storm, no rival. Until one species arrived, us. In the 20th century, industrial whaling nearly wiped them out. For an estimated 300,000 blue whales, the population dropped to fewer than 2,000. Their massive bodies were hunted for oil, used in lamps, soup, and margarine. It was massacre of unbelievable scale, the ocean echoing with silence where giants once sang. In 1966, the world finally acted. The International Whaling Commission banned blue whale hunting. Slowly, painfully slowly, they began to recover. Today, there are maybe around 10,000 to 25,000 blue whales left across the globe. But new threats loom. Ship strikes, ocean noise, plastic pollution, and climate change, all silently reshaping their world. The loud engines of our ship overlap their calls, confusing them, cutting their ancient communication lines short. It is as if humanity has filled their cathedral of sound with endless mechanical noise. The question now is, can the largest animal to ever live survive the smallest creature's greed? Chapter number 10. The Heartbeat of the Planet. When you stand on the deck of a ship and hear a low distant call of a blue whale, you are hearing history itself. The same song that once echoed before humans even existed. The same migration paths followed since the dawn of oceans. In every pulse of its heart lies the story of evolution, from land mammals to ocean kings. The blue whale is more than just the largest animal. It's a reminder of what life is capable of, how evolution, given time, can stretch imagination beyond all limits. Its body is a symphony of physics, biology, and endurance, every cell built to resist the impossible. And yet, despite its might, it lives in balance, taking only what it needs, leaving nothing behind. Maybe the blue whale isn't just a marvel of nature. Maybe it's a message that true greatness doesn't come from dominance, but from harmony. Because in the end, when the last echo fades through the blue depths, one truth remains. The blue whale is not just the largest creature on Earth, it is the beating heart of the planet itself. The blue whale prove that life, no matter how vast or small, is part of single connected ocean. If this story moved you, share it. Let others see the miracle that still swims beneath our world. Because awareness is the first step towards protection. Don't let the sound of this gentle giant fade into silence. Hit the like button, subscribe for more deep explorations of the nature world, and let's keep the ocean's heart beating together.